Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I am your English teacher Javed, and today I am going to teach you how to write narrative or a story. This is a common topic for grade 9 and 10. So in this lesson you will learn how to plan and write a narrative or short story. What is a narrative or short story? Narratives are written either in the first person, I, we, or in the third person, he, she, they. They may be accounts of real events that happen to us or somebody else, or imaginary stories. These can be humorous stories, spy stories, detective stories, fairy tales, etc. Before we start writing the story, we should decide on the plot line, that is the events which make up the story. Elements or plot of a story. An introduction in which the scene is set, that is, when and where the story took place, who the people or characters in the story were, and what happened first. Then a main body, 2 or more paragraphs where the story is developed, describing the events usually in a chronological order. One of the events should be the climax events, that is the event where the interest, suspense and feeling reach their peak. A conclusion, which includes what happened at the end of the story as well as people's feelings, final comments or reactions. A twist, that is a surprising ending, makes a long-lasting impression on the reader. A narrative may also have a catchy title in order to attract the reader's attention. Before you start writing your story, figure out what the prompt or question is asking. Then plan out what you are going to write. And finally, start writing your story. So first of all, figure out what the prompt or question is asking. For example, your teacher has asked you to write a short story beginning with the words, "It was a beautiful sunny morning and Tom had the day off work." And remember, you must include a water sport and bad weather. You have been only given the opening or the beginning of the story. It was a beautiful sunny morning and Tom had the day off work. So here you have to plan your story imaginatively, or it could be a real event in your life. So let's make a plan. When you start writing your story, start with introduction and include in introduction characters, settings and what happened first. So here I have penned 3 characters, Tom, Bob and Paul, which I am going to include in my story. A setting, that is the place, a summer cottage near the seaside. And what happened first? Tom decided to spend his holiday with his cousin Bob and Paul. And then comes main body. You can write main body in 2 or 3 paragraphs describing the events. For example, here I describe 1 or 2 events, that is, bought a speedboat, Tom didn't know how to water ski, then after that the weather was changing, it was getting dark, they were getting late, etc. Climax event, the most important point in the story, engine of the boat suddenly stopped. And then comes to the conclusion, ending or resolution. I have included both twist ending plus happy ending. Twist or happy ending. For example, boys saw a lifeboat at the end approaching them and they breathed a sigh of relief.